Hey everybody, this is Perch, and I'm here with Joe. How are you, Joe?
I'm okay, Perch. How are you?
I, I've been better, but it's good to talk to you as always. Been a while.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, do you remember a few weeks ago or a month ago, whenever it was? Time flies. We looked.
Yeah,
We
sure.
like looking at lists together. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. They're so informative.
yeah. I remember the last one. I surprised you a little bit with the fascists that dress dapper list. That was a
Yes,
fun one. Remember that one?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got another one for you. Let's see what you think of this. So this one's more on the art side. So I
Okay.
think I'm looking for your kind of critical eye with this. What do you think about this activity? What do you think about the whole thing? More what how do you feel? Anyway, you know what? I'm just going to bring it up here. We'll see what you think. This is probably not what you expect, but you know this trend people have where they take characters and then they kind of reimagine them in other ways. We've seen a lot of people, do race swaps, things like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what you think about this one. This artist reimagined all your favorite female superheroes as muscly men. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm curious what you think. So how will this go? Right. The idea is the artist is reimagining these characters from a new gay male, and we've seen so much in YouTube about all this stuff. People getting really fussed about it. What I like about this article and this list is that they don't flinch. They don't go into this half-hearted. Okay, you ready?
I like the new gay male gaze. It's difficult to say.
The new gay male gaze. Yeah.
Gay male gaze, but
Now you
but
see one coming up.
also
Who do you think this is going to be here?
Jubilee.
That's right. You ready for this?
Yeah. But that's not how Jubilee dresses.
Well, it looks kind of like Gambit a little bit, right?
Yeah, but also, I thought one of the selling points for Jubilee when she came out, and correct me if I'm wrong, was that she was a child.
Well, this is a very horny child.
Well, I mean, I get that she's, a sad mom of a dragon or whatever the hell now, but, after she beat that whole vampire thing, but did she? I don't remember her having gloves that looked like that.
Oh, well, the gloves are shiny.
Yeah, but they weren't like that color and stuff. Like whatever.
I don't. Did Jubilee have midriff going on too? Maybe.
No, I don't think she had outfits but not that outfit that they're demoing there is not like.
Well, here we go. Here's another one. You ready for this? Who do we got? Oh,
that's Wonder Woman. Yeah,
clearly.
I feel like the costume would be designed different for a guy.
I'm not sure what the purpose of the top here is.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's fine, but also controversial with the meshing the gold with the silver bracers. That's a weird choice.
That is true. I don't know why we went silver there. I also think he's clearly waxing parts, but he didn't. He's like he's going to leave the chest intact.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't.
It adds an air of mystery to the whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
I love right now I'm imagining the people who have clicked onto this video and just regret that choice. But, all right. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell who this is, right?
It's a little hard to. Is it the White Queen?
Oh, yes, it is.
I don't. Okay, that out. Well, first off, she never had her nipples out.
No, that's true. So why is it with Wonder Woman they preserve the full pec covering, but here they've just gone for kind of a midriff tube top.
Yeah, that's weird. She wasn't really into tube tops either.
No,
this is an odd costume choice. Like it's a little more. It looks too much like Moon Knight.
It is Moon Knight. To be fair,
yeah.
I think somebody's been spanking him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Anyway, the indentation in the butt is a little odd. That thing's strangely doughy.
Well, anyway. I think actually, you know what it is. The artist, to the artist's credit, is going for the ripple of the spank. Like you can tell with the finger imprints. Yeah, so there's motion to it. So actually, the artist did a little more than we're giving him credit for.
That's a good point. They got to give. Yeah. I do think there would be plenty of fans who would be okay if Emma wore this outfit, though, complete with just the nipples hanging out.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd print that, but sure.
Probably not. I'm definitely not. I don't think the advertisers are coming down this video. Okay, here we go. Now,
I don't think people were anticipating you to hold on that picture too long. That's Power Girl, obviously, but
well, sure.
Yeah.
Again, another choice of keeping the chest going, but waxing everything else.
Did they just get the same guy who was like? It looks very similar to the guy who was Wonder Woman before.
That's true.
The hair's different. But like the hair is like a different color. He looks like a mixture of the last two guys we saw.
He could be a brother. These people could all be related.
That's fair.
Opens up whole other weird questions. All right. Well, okay. Here we clearly are bringing the thunder.
Storm.
Yeah. That ring over the belly button's just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, this is probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, it's shiny.
You know. Yeah.
Now he's waxing his chest.
Yes. No, but I think the design works a little better here. It's an odd version of that costume, but at least it's like kind of a version of a costume. Like that and the Jubilee one, and I guess Wonder Woman, but you don't mix the silver bracers with the rest being gold. Like that was such a weird.
That was clearly the big problem in that image. Yeah,
that's like, you know, do you even read comics? You know.
Yeah. Well, sure.
So yeah,
I do that codpiece is just at its wit's end, though. There's.
Oh yeah, that's a lot there. Okay, Psylocke, all right. I guess that's just kind of Psylocke.
He's chilly. Well, the upper body is.
Yeah, it's
that lower half got some strange things going on with the costume.
Yeah, I don't quite get the. I don't know, the red dash over.
Well, that was
way
that
it's
time
done here.
She was. That was when she was the Crimson Tide. No,
yeah, there was a whole thing, but like I don't know, the way with the costume and the way it's done there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could be rendered better. It's just like
the leg's a little weird. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Okay. Poison Ivy.
But that's is she a superhero?
I know they've slipped in a villain or an anti-hero at least.
Yeah, like no, it's like no, that's so that kind of gets a strike for me here. I also there's got to be a better way to do how they got the torso work there, because like I get what they're trying to do, but like I don't think it came across on the page. It kind of just looks like they put a color filter over the torso.
That's probably because they just put a color filter over it.
That might be it, yeah. But yeah, it needs to be a little more defined there. Yeah, it's just
This word just keeps going. By the way, oh, Daddy's little monster.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I guess, close enough. Sure.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, all of these superhero characters, I can't help but notice they all seem pretty excited to have their photo taken.
They do.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like she wore. Well, but her version of the costume, they're short shorts, but they're shorts. It's not like a Speedo thing.
True. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
Play fair.
I think some implants are happening here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's a dancer.
Yeah.
But no, it's yeah. I mean, that's fine. It's the version of the. Well, it's the version of the suit from like the cartoon, so I know you don't fucking read comics, but that's fine. Whatever.
What do you think about? Okay, well, that mercifully is an in. Now there are others. What do you think about this new Namor that is an anti-hero that everyone is thirsting over?
And I don't think everyone's thirsting over him.
Yeah.
I think everyone.
I mean, he's a water-based hero, so.
Well, no, they're thirsty, sure, like the Atlanteans. Well, are the Atlanteans thirsty? Because they never need thirst.
No. I mean, is Sue Storm thirsty? That's the real question to answer there with Namor. I don't know. Yeah. So, where do you come down on? It's been a big controversy redrawing characters, making them different. Making them furries, making them all kinds. Like, how do you feel about all that? Is it one of those things like just that the fans draw whatever the hell they want, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, fans can draw whatever the hell they want. I think that's part of the fun that people can do. Like, there's an irony in someone who is like really wanting things to change in a way that they would personally prefer, and then turns around and says, "You're not allowed to have fan art of this thing." But I don't know if there's actually a lot of people like that, because social media has made everything into a big fiery mess where you don't know what's real anymore. So like, that may never happen. I don't know.
Probably not in real life. Yeah, nobody cares.
It's just like, no, but like I've never seen or had a conversation with someone in person, even at a convention or in a comic shop or anything like that. People don't go like, "Oh man, did you see this fan art the other day? Oh, I hope it continues just being fan art." Like, what are you even having a conversation about? It's like complaining about what someone keeps in their house. But I get it. It's people posting stuff on the internet and wanting feedback. I will say, just because you drew fan art, if you're putting it out in a public space, you don't get to cry about it if people don't like it.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's the other thing too, where people be like, "Oh, I did this thing. I demand validation for everyone to say I'm great," and then it doesn't get enough likes, or it gets 2 or 3 comments out of like 50 that are like, "I don't really like this," and then it's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe, why would you be so horrible?" Yeah, and it's like locking my account.
Yeah.
And it's like,
people should people like that should lock their account earlier, like today. You should just do it now.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and lock it. Ideally, delete it. But
yeah.
All right. Well, Joe, thank you for that little walk down Nightmare Lane. You know what also grabs me though about that entire thing is probably the wrong phrasing to use. What also strikes me about that is that we've heard for the last 10 years or so characters that are popular, like Captain Marvel, like Miss Marvel. Sure. And yet, when you see lists like this, when people go and they recreate, they redraw, it's always the same kind of, I mean, look who we got there. We got Jubilee, we got Emma Frost, we got Catwoman, we got Power Girl, Wonder Woman. You did not get the Miss Marvels. You didn't get the Captain Marvels. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, I think what I get out of that is this was probably drawn by a late 20s or someone in their 30s, potentially a gay man who doesn't actually read comics and watch the cartoons and doesn't know who any of these characters are.
Yeah. I just, as comic companies try and promote characters as, in theory, being more in touch with the audience is more in touch with the previous, just the characters have been on cartoons and things.
Yeah, and a lot of those characters are now in cartoons, and maybe that's what kids will be doing in 10 years from now. That's sad. I hope kids do better things. But
so you're saying we can look forward in 10 years to a list of more modern characters, gender bent, as slutty guys?
I think there's a higher chance of that happening. I still think the chance is nearly non-existent, but I think maybe you'll get some, but it's those like iconic characters that they keep, between the movies and other things. I mean, you might start getting some character like. It's going to take a while before She-Hulk, a character who has been around for a long time, is ingrained like that and shows up on a list like that consistently. So it's a long time coming for something.
Absolutely. Well, Joe, thank you very much for putting up for that horror. What do you think I'll be able to come up with next?
Next, maybe maybe a list on which superhero team headquarters has the best Chinese food restaurant takeout menus in the drawer at their front desk.
That is fair. All right. Well, Joe, thank you very much. Hope to talk to you again soon, and just stay thirsty, gentlemen.
Yes.
All right, so you heard the reaction from Joe on this list, so I'm going to get a reaction here from Mrs. Perch. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of these images. Now, this is artist reimagines female superheroes as super hot men. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Super hot men for men?
Well, the site is gay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Gaiety.
Yeah,
Okay.
so for men.
Okay, so here's Jubilee.
Okay. Oh, no.
Wonder Woman. The White Queen. Joe noted that with the White Queen, she's got her nipples out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. And it looks like the ass has been spanked a little.
We thought that
A little
too.
rosy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Power Man. Yeah.
There's a
Storm.
Oh, boy. This is so gay.
Psylocke.
Oh, no.
Poison Ivy. No.
Oh, gosh.
Harley Quinn.
No. Why did they have his beard sprouting out in two little ponytails?
Oh, that's a good idea, like the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a clear oversight.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's Little Monster.
Oh, these are awful.
Catwoman, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's clearly made for men.
So you had one other thought now. You went through them all. What was your other thought?
It's just very politically incorrect. I mean, what's the average man supposed to think looking at this stuff? Just all the body shaming going on.
Interesting. So you think they should make them a little less cut? Or?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Give them all a little bit of a beer belly, soften up the butt a little.
Some ingrown hairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Make some hairs sprouting out the shoulders, or
Sure.
maybe some areola. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Hairy what?
Areola?
Is that a thing?
little hair around the nipple.
Gross. All right. So okay. So you think this is unfair then?
Well, if they're making all of the superhero women a little larger and softer, I think they should do the same thing to men. Equality and all.
Yeah. Okay. These are terrible comics you're suggesting. All right. Thank you very much for putting up with this stuff.